Hello everybody, it's Foo here, and today I'm bringing you week 8 of the WBE Let's Go Draft League, and this is kind of an important week because we're going up against In Vivid Color and the South Texas Sableyes, and they are now the only other undefeated team in the league aside from us. So that's pretty interesting. After this week there will be a clear league leader, so it's kind of interesting. In terms of playoffs, if I win this match, then I'm guaranteed semi-finals. I get a bye in quarterfinals because I'm automatically in quarterfinals already. If I lose this match, then it comes down to my final match against Callum, who's the closest to also getting that bye. So it's kind of regardless of what happens in this match, playoffs aren't affected too much. It just puts pressure on my last match. The final match is more important than this one in my eyes. But in terms of mental space, it would be really cool to win this one to be on top. However, I'm not sure if that's going to happen because Vivid has got an amazing draft and he's been playing so well. So I'll just show you the matchup first if you're interested in that. If you're not and you just want to see the battle, I'll leave a timestamp in the comment section so that you can skip straight to that. So in terms of the matchup, I'm very scared this week. I think there's a very good chance that I might lose. I think we both have the tools to beat each other, but it's hard because, yeah, I don't know. I'll go through the threats that I think there are, and he's got plenty of them, which hasn't been the case for a couple of battles that I've had in this league. So first off, Mega Charizard X. This thing I don't really have any switch-ins on. I don't have any resistances to dragon types purely because there aren't many in the Pokemon Let's Go meta, and anything that does resist dragon doesn't take things like Flare Blitz or whatever else well anyway. It's a very good Mega Pokemon, very scary, and it's also very bulky, which is a bit of an issue, and it can throw Will-O-Wisps around, which isn't good for my quite heavily physical attacking team. So that thing is a big threat. Also, Zapdos is a big threat because with Thunderbolt and Drill Peck it actually hits a lot of my team, and with agility it can outspeed my Aero if it gets that up, so it's a big threat that I need to consider as well. Then there's ongoing, we've got Rhydon, which is pretty good at defense, or as being a switch in at least early game for my Mega Aero, so that's something to bear in mind. Tauros and Kingler are actually the things that I'm kind of most scared of, though. I don't want to overlook them because both of them aren't 2-hit KO'd by Mega Aerodactyl, and Tauros is faster than everything else on my team, so it can put in a lot of damage on my team. Kingler isn't faster, but it does get agility, it also gets sword stance, and it's a big threat. I do have ways to check it if it hasn't got an agility up. So those things I think are the biggest threats. The other stuff as well is quite threatening too, but is maybe a bit more easily checked by the stuff on my team. But that's a big list. However, my Mega Aerodactyl is still looking really good this week. In fact, against some of his biggest threats in the previous weeks, Mega Aerodactyl works really well. So some of his premier Pokemon like Zapdos and Charizard, Aero takes a bit of pressure off because it checks them relatively well. Although if he does bring like Impish or Bold versions, then they can take Rock Slides after rocks. So that's a little bit scary, and there are going to be some rolls, potentially some misses. So I'm a bit scared about that. And also his fast offense, like Gengar and Jinx, they're both O-code by Aero, so I'm not too concerned about that. So obviously, let's look at the team that I'm bringing. So let's go into that. So first off, we've got our Mega Aerodactyl, and this week I'm bringing a slightly strange set. I do think that Rock Slide and Earthquake are really the only moves that I need. Rock Slide hits pretty much everything. Earthquake is good for the Rhydon and the Omastar, I guess, and also Gengar. And then the other moves are sort of filler, but I think Substitute could be really clutch against a Will-O-Wisp Charizard, or U-turning Zapdos. If he thinks I'm going to switch out, I can sub up, I can take the U-turn, and then potentially get a KO the following turn. So that will be pretty neat. So that's kind of an ace up my sleeve, but I don't know if I can keep Aerodactyl healthy enough to do that, but it's just something that I thought might be quite helpful and might get me an extra KO. We've then got Nidoking. So Nidoking this week is my Zapdos check, and it does that pretty well. Ice Beam is what's there to hit Zapdos, I guess. Earthquake is then I can keep it unhealthy, and Earthquake hits most things on his team as well, so that's pretty good. Thunderbolt is quite important to hit Kingler. It does a lot of damage to Kingler. It does like about 85%, I think, so that's very good. And then Dragon Tail I put there as, I'm not sure if that's the best move there. I was considering putting Stealth Rock there. I've actually put it on something else, but I was actually considering bringing double Stealth Rock because Stealth Rock is so important, and if I don't get it up this match, I'm probably going to lose. But Dragon Tail is helpful because if I do get Stealth Rock up and Zapdos goes for a U-turn on my Nidoking trying to gain momentum, and then I can Dragon Tail, it means that I'm getting damage, I'm getting rocks damage and everything, all the chip that I need for Aero to maybe sweep late game. We're going naive because we have to make sure that we outspeed certain things, so that's good. So we'll go now to our Poliwrath. This thing is relaxed because I want to use some special attacks. We've got Scold because that's actually the best way of KOing Rhydon, and if Vivid wants to switch out of Rhydon into anything else, we can potentially get a burn, which would be really helpful. We've got Ice Punch on there to hit Zapdos and to hit a Victory Bell switch in. I'm not actually anticipating Victory Bell coming, but maybe I should because I think its matchup isn't too bad this week. But I've got Ice Punch on here anyway. I don't outspeed Victory Bell, but if it tries to switch in. And then we've got Earthquake hitting Gengar very hard and also hitting Charizard for good damage. I've been debating these three moves so much. I want to put Superpower on here somewhere because it OHKOs Omastar and it does tons of damage. It does more damage to Kingler and it OHKOs Tauros. But I didn't fit it on and I'm really worried. I'm not sure if I should swap Earthquake out for Superpower because then Scold can damage Charizard, which might burn me anyway. And I still might do that. I've only got like a couple of minutes. I still might swap that out for Superpower, but I'm not sure. But it's really important that I have Haze because it means that I can take away any agilities that the Kingler tries to go for. So that's really important. Now we have the Venusaur. Venusaur's coming because it takes on Kingler really well. So I think Poliwrath is more for Rhydon. This thing's more for Kingler. I don't have anything for Charizard, but if anything switches in, I guess it would have to be Poliwrath. But anyway, this thing, yeah, Kingler, taking the pressure off Poliwrath a bit, and also maybe putting something to sleep would be really nice. So if I can get this thing on Kingler, I can put something to sleep, hopefully. And that will be really, really helpful. So that's my Venusaur. We've got my Snorlax that's coming with Facade because I'm hoping to get burned or paralyzed or toxic by something, but I may well not. We've got Earthquake because that's what hits the Charizard and also Gengar, otherwise we wouldn't hit that at all. I'm bringing Brick Break. I had Self-Destruct there, but I'm just paranoid about Jinx setting up screens. I know that Vivid has brought that in previous games, and I need to be able to break screens, otherwise Aero can't revenge stuff, and I lose. And then we've got Surf for the Rhydon. And my last Pokemon is my Stealth Rocker, which is Kabutops, because I think it's a relatively okay lead. Like, I think that Charizard X is one of his most likely leads. If it comes to sort, I just really can't tell. I'm so worried and nervous about this matchup that I just can't like get my head around what might be coming. I think Zardex has a really good matchup, but I've got loads of like rock types and things that hit it really hard as well. We'll see. Anyway, so I think this is a decent lead against Charizard because I can actually get rocks against Charizard, and I can Waterfall a Rhydon, I can Aqua Jet other things. That's my reasoning for bringing this. I do think it's one of my more reliable Stealth Rock users in this matchup, but maybe I should have put it on Nidoking because obviously if Nidoking can get them up relatively safely on Zapdos, but I don't know if it's coming or not. Probably will, but I'm not sure. So yeah. But I think Dragon Tail is very, very useful on Nidoking, so I think I'm going to leave it as this, and I think I'm going to put Superpower on Poliwrath. I keep swinging between Superpower and Earthquake on Poliwrath. You could probably tell that I think that this is a hard matchup by how indecisive I'm being right now, and I don't rate my chances this time because I don't have a clear game plan. It's really hard for me to see what I need to do, so as I say, let's just be positive about this. This is a learning experience. If I win, that's great. If not, I've gained information and we can use that in playoffs. So that's the approach to this match. I'll see you in the battle. Okay, so we have matched with Vivid and we're going to go into this. Just FYI, I have changed some of the sets, so I did end up putting Superpower on Poliwrath over Earthquake, and I did end up swapping out Dragon Tail for Stealth Rock on my Nidoking, because I just think it's way too important for me to get that. Surprisingly, he didn't bring Tauros. I actually can't believe that. That's really crazy. I'm gobsmacked. So that's kind of good. I'm gonna lead with my designated lead basically, which is Kabutops. And unless he leads with Zapdos, I think I'm okay. If he leads with Jinx, I'm putting my Kabutops to sleep and then switching out to Snorlax, and we'll see how we go from there. But if he's like Lovely Kiss, Toxic, Sub, Jinx, that could be an issue. I don't feel too positive about this, but he doesn't have. Yeah, he does lead Jinx. This is okay. This is okay. I think what we'll just do right here. Do we go for the Rock Slide? Do we go for the Stealth Rock? I think either way we're probably going to get Lovely Kissed. So I think Stealth Rock is the play. We'll prioritise Rocks here and see how we can go there. So he does get the Lovely Kiss off, that's fine. I think we'll go to Snorlax here. Yeah, probably Snorlax. I mean, he might just throw off a Psychic. It's really hard to tell what he's going to do. Or he might Toxic. Or, what would be a really good play, well, which he obviously hasn't done, would be to go into Rhydon. But we'll see. So it's got the Reflect. We've got the Brick Break. I'm so glad that I put the Brick Break on this guy. Holy crap. I would have been bricking myself if that had happened and I had put Self-Destruct over Brick Break on here. So the Psychic's coming. We're going to get this Brick Break off. It should do good damage to Jinx, actually. Probably about 40%. I don't know. I actually haven't done this calc. Oh my god, it does over half. That is so good. So what he could do now, I think Brick Break is still probably my best play. Or I could Surf, because Rhydon comes in pretty freely here. I think I'll just Surf, hoping that the Rhydon comes in and we can try to catch that. Rita, who is Rita? Okay, the Kingler is coming in. This one is one of the biggest threats to my team. If I can get damage on this, I mean, Snorlax has a pitiful special attack and it's resisted, but the Kingler's just got no HP and no special defense at all. So I've revealed that. It means that he'll be very reluctant to switch in his Rhydon on my Snorlax now, which is good. So we can go into my Venusaur here. I should be able to take any hits that he might want to go for. Yeah, the Superpower's coming out. We outspeed this, and I can try to put something to sleep. He's not got his Victory Bell, and yeah, getting my own sleep fodder would be really, really nice. I mean, yeah, I would say that he should save Kingler here because Kingler's really good. But even this, like, I'm not sure if it takes 2 hits from my my error now. This going to sleep is fantastic, and I do have the Earthquake as well, which is really good. But he might be sleep foddering this intentionally and then switching out. I think what I can do here is actually maybe go for the Sludge Bomb, predicting a switch into Zapdos. Oh, that was a bad play. I should have, if I was predicting that, I should have just gone straight into my Nidoking, because I could have got rocks there. But we should get good damage. We don't get the poison. What he might do is Roost. I am just going to switch straight into my Nidoking because this would allow me to get rocks, which is already putting me in quite a good position. But if the U-turn comes out here, which I think it might, then that's by the by. Okay, so we've got the sub here. I don't need, yeah, I think priority is probably breaking the sub. Yeah, I don't think I break the sub after the roost, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe I should have Stealth Rock first and then Ice Beamed on the second turn, because the roost was kind of gonna come. I don't think we break the sub here. Yeah, so I'll just go for another Ice Beam. Drill Peck will be doing a decent amount of damage to me, but that's okay. What I will do after this is just go for my rocks. I'll go for my rocks after this, as he might put in another substitute. Obviously though, if he's putting in substitutes, that's not going to help too much because I'll break them if he's not roosting. So I'll put the Stealth Rock up now. And that's really going to help me. So another Drill Peck comes out. That's fine. Do I sack my... do I sack my Nidoking here? That might have been a bad... No, it's not a bad play. I need to make a move. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam here. I think I go down to another Drill Peck. Oh no, okay. I'm not letting him get the sub. I'm not letting him get the sub. And that was, I think, a misplay, because it actually allows me now to... it puts him in Rock Slide range. So what had happened there is if he went for a Drill Peck, I was a bit stuck because Rock Slide wouldn't have taken Zapdos out before it went for that substitute. So this is alright, I think. Now I can get my Aero in and probably go for a substitute of my own, actually. Because it eases prediction just a little bit. If he goes into Rhydon, yeah, so that's Mega and Sub. I can get 2 Earthquakes off, which would hopefully take it out. And that would mean that, yeah, his check to my Aero has gone. We've got the rocks up before his Charizard has Mega Evolved as well, which is really nice. So we should... It depends on his Rhydon. If it's Impish, then I think that we don't 2-hit KO it. So we need to be careful here. We need to be really careful here. So we can go for the Earthquake and see how much damage we do. We do 2-hit KO it, so that's really good news. That's really, really good news. He's not going to get his rocks either because he has to break my substitute. I imagine what might happen now. We'll see. We'll see what might happen. We'll go for another Earthquake. But that was really good. The sub came in so clutch. Holy crap. Now the Kingler has to come in, and yeah, again we'll see what we have to do in that situation. I think it's switching into Poliwrath now because I might have to Haze. I think that's the play. Yeah, I think switch to Poliwrath and Haze because he's probably going to try and get his agility and sword stance up. So we can stop that in its tracks. Or what he might do here is try to get the substitute with the Zapdos again and try and get it more healthy. Which is definitely... Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's trying to get his Zapdos more healthy. Oh no, that's not what he's doing. He's trying to get his Charizard in. What do I do here? Let's just go for it. No, let's not do that. Yeah, this isn't a great position right now. If I go for I think I go for a Scald here. Yeah, the issues are his roosters. I need to keep his roosters in the range of my Mega Aerodactyl. which I think this does. So I can spam Scold. Scold, I think, puts this in range of my Mega Aerodactyl. Yeah, it does good damage. I would imagine that he's Will-O-Wisp Roost, so if I just go for another Scold here. Thunder Punch. Cool. That's not doing enough for him though. Oh no! No 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 no! He's physical though. What I might do here is going to Snorlax. Is that bad? I mean, Snorlax is my check for... Yeah, that's... This could be really bad though. If he manages to roost up and like get the para, then yeah, that's not good news for me. Oh my god! Well, at least he doesn't take me out with the next Thunder Punch, so I can try for more damage. That para on the Thunder Punch might cost me this game, we'll see. Okay, he's going for the Outrage. I actually don't know, that takes out my Snorlax. What I could do is sub down again with my Aero. I don't think that's a play. Actually, what I can do here is go into this guy to try to wake up. Because if I wake up and get the Rock Slide, then I think I will win. This guy lives a hit. He lives a hit. Easy, easy. Yes! Oh my god, that was a clutch Rock Slide. Oh my god. And he, he's still locked in. So I'll go Aqua Jet just to get a bit more damage on. I think he's still locked in. Oh my god. Yeah, so I think my Aero is very close to winning now. Aero is very close to winning now. So I can claim my kill with Aero. Yeah. Claim my kill with Aero. This thing dies to rocks now. So locking into Outrage that early, I mean, it got him 2 KOs. But we're getting close. We're getting close. So I think he'll just go for an attack here. I can just go for an Earthquake. He won't switch. No way. So I can just go for an Earthquake. I mean, I could have tried to sub up, but I don't think it was worth it at that stage. And I've still got a relatively healthy Venusaur, and he'll have to choose to... Which I switched straight into the Kingler. And he has to choose between going for an Agility or a Sword Dance. Either way, my Venusaur will either outspeed or be able to live a hit. Yeah. Unless he makes a switch into Jinx here. But we'll see, we'll see. I could have subbed... No, I couldn't have subbed there. I couldn't have subbed there. He just goes for the Crab Hammer. And here... Do we go for the Mega Drain? I think we're okay going for Mega Drain here. Because if he switches into Gengar, I don't think he's burned any turns yet, so I can go for the Earthquake. So I can go for the Earthquake on this. This is going to be close, actually. Actually... Ooh, what's the best play here? No, the best play for me right now is just to get my absolutely free switch into my Mega Aero. That's my play. And then I think I keep saying I think I would, but no, Kingler's still around. This thing hasn't burnt any sleep yet, so this is a free switch into my Aero. And it means that he's forced back into his Kingler. Oh, this is going to be really close. Let's go for a sub here. This is a good time to try to get my sub. If he gets a 2-turn... Yes! Oh my god, I do think I win now. I think that's game. Oh god. I think that's game. Because I can Earthquake the Gengar. So this game kind of came down to sleep turns. If my Kabutops hadn't woken up, Charizard X would have been a ton harder to deal with. If he had woken up, then the end game wouldn't have been the same there. So you can tell that this is a really, really close matchup, and I was terrified against this one. I can still miss Rock Slides. Definitely can still miss Rock Slides. But at this stage, I don't need to go for Rock Slide. I can go for 2 Earthquakes. Yeah, 2 Earthquakes is the better way to do this. Yeah, definitely safer way to do this. Oh god! I'm thinking, is there still any way that he can beat me? I think if I miss the Rock Slides, do I lose automatically? And the answer is, depends what happens next, what he brings in next. So if he brings in Jinx, and I miss the Rock Slide, then I can lose. If he brings in... No, I don't know what I'm saying. If I miss a Rock Slide before Zapdos is dead, I lose. That's how this goes. Although I can put something else to sleep, so maybe not. No, I think if I miss a Rock Slide... Okay, if I need to hit this Rock Slide. If I miss, I lose. Pretty sure. If I miss this Rock Slide, I lose. Oh my god! I think that this is okay now. Ish. Oh lord. I don't know. I might even KO Jinx with an Earthquake, but that seems really risky. Because Jinx has... Oh yeah, no, I didn't realise it had taken so much damage. Yeah, I can go for an Earthquake here. Phew! Holy crap! Okay, so it did come down to hacks in the end. I feel like those sleep turns were like the clincher for this. They were what allowed me to win. Substitute on Mega Aero, holy crap, that is dangerous. And the swaps for the movesets, I'm very, very glad that I put Stealth Rock on Nidoking. That was so important. So, that means that we are the league leaders. That is so cool. We're still undefeated. Our last battle against Callum is going to still be significant because if Callum hands me a loss, I think there's still a chance that I don't make quarterfinals, actually. I think that next week is still really important because currently Callum only has 1 loss and now Vivid has 1 loss and I don't have any, but if I lose to Callum, obviously Callum won't have any losses, won't have any more losses, so he'll have 1 loss, I'll have 1. That's how it can happen. I need to beat Callum next week, and that is important. That's why this match didn't actually matter as much as next week. But it's cool that I handed Vivid a loss because it means that I've got the mind games going into if we play again in playoffs, if we get that far or whatever. Oh my god, I can't believe I won that match. That was crazy. But I have to say, he played phenomenally. His draft is amazing. Go and check out Vivid's side of the battle because like the prep and everything will be awesome. His thoughts through the battle will be awesome. And I definitely think that this one kind of came down to luck and sleep turns. So it would be nice maybe next time if it didn't come down to that, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for the battle, Vivid. Please let me know your thoughts on this battle in the comment section below. That's all from me today. I've been Foo, you've been awesome, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.